Amravati chapter of Public Relation Council of India, that is PRCI, have organized a national webinar on the topic that is internal communication trends in 2020.
I request Mr. Avinash, Chairman of PRCI West Zone, to give his welcome address and introduction of PRCI, WCC, and YCC. Avinash Dave, sir.
Yeah. Good. Good morning to all. PRCI Chief Mentor and Chairman Emirates Mr. M.B. Jairam sir, PRCI National President Dr. T. Vinay Kumar sir, Secretary General Mr. U.S. Kutty sir, President-elect and YCC Chairperson Mrs. Geeta Shankar ma'am, and all respected dignitaries from PRCI Governing Council, from PRCI National Executives, Executive and Chapter Executives, and YCC students, and all my dear communication professionals. I formally welcome you all for today's national webinar organized by PRCI Amravati chapter on a really interesting topic, that is internal communication trends 2020. I will quickly give introduction of PRCI and YCC and WCC. Public Relations Council of India, PRCI, is a pan-India communication forum with its presence in 38 Indian cities. This premier network connects PR and media, commercial and public services, advertising, marcom, corporate communication, academia in communication, and students. PRCI provides industry professionals opportunity to serve their community by encouraging high ethical standards in their respective areas of work. Born on 3rd March 2004, PRCI strives to enrich professional development and aids networking opportunities to further the cause of profession. Headquartered at Bangalore, PRCI organizes around 14 global communication conclaves at Pune, New Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Chandigarh, and the recent one was last year at Bangalore. In this year only, March 2020 at Bangalore. Year after year, the PRCI annual global meet has established itself as one of the leading national platform for professionals, PR professionals. More than 500 communication practitioners and decision makers of top performing industries organization in India, from India and around the world, gathered to discuss and deliberate the latest developments, ideas, and best practices in PR and communication. PRCI organizes international, national, and regional level events like conferences, discussion, lectures, training programs, and networking meets for sharing experiences and facilitate continuing education of like-minded people. To bridge the gap between communication industry and aspiring students, PRCI launched its dedicated youth wing by name Young Communicators Club. It was launched at 5th PRCI Global Communication Conclave held at Hyderabad in 2013 by the hands of Mr. H.S. Brahma, the then Chief Election Commissioner of India. This youth platform by PRCI gives an opportunity to students of mass communication and business management to learn the ropes of the industry and get them industry ready. I will just quickly introduce WCC. WCC is a World Communication Council, and it is founded by our chief mentor and chairman emeritus, Mr. M.B. Jairam sir, and it is promoted by himself internationally to promote world communication at world level. Indeed, it is enhancing the worldwide communication amongst the mass comm and PR professionals, educators, researchers, and students. Today, WCC has a chapter in UAE, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan, and we are looking forward to spread our wings in the countries like Singapore, Australia, UK, and US soon. It may not be inappropriate here to share that PRCI is the first and foremost PR forum from India to establish a global platform like WCC, and world has wholeheartedly welcomed it. With this brief information about PRCI, YCC, and WCC, I welcome all of you for this interesting webinar and express my gratitude to Team PRCI Amravati chapter. And I request Honorable MB Jairam Sir, Chairman Emirates PRCI, to formally inaugurate this webinar.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're audible.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Good morning, everyone. And I welcome all the members of the PRCI and guests and students and other invitees of the day to this webinar, Internal Communication Trends 20. One of the best subjects they have taken, and I'm very happy that the organizing this for the first of us. And, to sing. Your minister will be a little late. Avinash asked me to inaugurate this. I'm very happy that we hope us now. So welcome, Thakur. Welcome to our PRCI also. I couldn't see you. Sorry, very sorry. And I'm very happy that our people, Mr. Avinash, briefed you about the PRCI, WCC, and the YCC, our activities at the international, national, and state level. We are doing very well. We have 38 chapters across the country. Once again, I'm telling about this. And we are having a lot of activities pan-India. And now that another 2 days, we are also releasing a book on communication perspective at Bangalore that will be sent to you also in due course. We have with us today Sanjay Aute, editor, Divya Group, the newspaper, and Vijaya Satukar, regional director IM, and Abhijit Kumar, editor, Z24 Mumbai. I also welcome on behalf of our WCC and YCC. Everyone know the communication, the importance of communication, particularly internal communication. It starts with your own house. Communication is very important in the morning, from getting up, talking to your wife or mother or sister. You will have to ask politely for a cup of coffee. Without proper communication, I don't think your coffee also. So the very communication itself is very important. That to internal communication that you are talking to. Why we need to communicate? You may think that we could all exist quite happily without communication. Is it true? What do you say? Is it true? But no. We need to communicate throughout in our life. Communication is a fundamental part of our human existence. Even a born baby crying to draw attention of the mother to the fact that it is hungry. So we have to look into all angles, particularly in business level or official level. Upward and downward communications are very important for all of us. So in this aspect, our noted speakers, well-known speakers, are going to talk to you today on communication, particularly internal communication. What are the important subject it is within us? All this will be discussed in the next 1.5 hours by our communication experts today. I thank Mr. Avinash and Harsha Pawar, Chairman, allow me to speak a few words before Mr. Thank you very much. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. So today we have
I sincerely
Honorable Yashomati ma'am as a
apologize.
chief guest.
Honorable Srimati Advocate Yashomati Thakur ma'am is the Cabinet Minister of Maharashtra for Women and Child Development and Guardian Minister of Amravati. Being agriculture as the main occupation of the family and also Tiusa being majorly a rural constituency, the entire spectrum of her work revolves around farmers and rural populations. She is also running a NGO via which she has started tailoring centers and helping the rural women to earn their livelihood from the bags being stitched at those centers.
I request Honorable Yashomati ma'am to please share their thoughts on today's topic.
Thank you so much for inviting me for this wonderful program, and I guess this is the need of the hour and all of us should do it. PRCI Amravati chapter came to me a few days back and said, you must come over this wonderful webinar that we are having, and it is going to be across the country. And I said, fine, I should join. And I guess Mr. Sanjay Avte is a well-known speaker, and he really, through his thoughts and through his ways of communication, he has motivated a lot of youth. Mr. Vijay Saturkar and Abhijit Kamre, I guess, are also over here. And all the members of the PRCI and the internal communication trend is of course the trend and the most important thing in today's because ways of communication have really changed and modes have really changed, and especially with the lockdown that has happened, I think all of us are more dependent on the internet connections and the communications that happen online, and various things, various changes that have been happening across. Mr. Gawai, I think I can hear you. Yes. So this is also a part of our communication do's and don'ts of the new communication system that we have actually started practicing a full-fledged way. I have experienced, I wasn't a very net savvy person initially, but as times are going on, as things are happening around, I think it is the most important way. And if you have seen the movie, which is titled as The Social Audit, the new communication system is also changing our way of thinking as what we should think, or maybe it is commanding our way of thoughts also. So we all have to be, it is a blessing, of course, in lives. And we all also have to be careful of what exactly we are doing with the internet and the social media and the different communications that are happening through maybe WhatsApp or maybe FaceTime and the other systems that have come across. Even for a corporate company, this communication, way of communication and the importance of internet commuting has becoming a lot of importance has been laid on all this. I have a wonderful example to quote in front of all of you all, as far as my department is concerned. During the lockdown, it became very difficult, and as all of you all know, I deal with a very sensitive subject, that is women and child. And internet was of course a blessing in disguise, and we could connect with the whole lot of Anganwadi Sevikas through it, through the WhatsApp groups, that the children who came to Anganwadis, their parents, all those who had internet and the Android phones, we could connect with all of them, and especially the Anganwadi Sevikas. This is a wonderful example of what the internal communication in the way the internal communication can help us. These Anganwadi Sevikas has been given an Android phone, and a software is downloaded on their phones so as to see and so as to keep track of uh, the malnutrition, what has to be done, what has to be not done, the SAM and the MAM that we call it, measuring the heights and this kind of communication has become really, really very easy because of the changing trends of communication. As uh, as your sir said just now, that a child cries and then the mother looks up to him or her or the child, and that is the way it is a natural way, and it is a human tendency to communicate, and especially women, we cannot stop, we cannot live without talking. So uh, that communication, which is between a mother and a child, to the communication that we have reached today, that is through internet, it is all very important for all of us to get ourselves acquitted, I'll say, to get ourselves used to this kind of communication, and it is the need of the hour. I remember I was not a very computer savvy person, and my child in the fourth standard said, "Ki, Mom, you're dumb if you cannot handle a computer." I said, "Let me first get back to my foots and let me know what exactly has to be learned, because the coming generation has to be handled properly, and just to know how and what happens into it. I got myself acknowledged with all the new trends that are happening, and I think I am pretty savvy now, and I can handle a lot of things through my phone and through computers and through internet and through emails, and that is the need of the hour. You all have really chosen a wonderful way of handling things, and internal communication trends are the most effective and most essential things that are has become a compulsory part of our life. We also in our women and child department, we have a Mahila Ayog, and we have also had our people's training for a cyber Sakhi, which would be educating the girls and the women at large and the students and the youth at large to protect themselves from uh, the activities that happen, or the criminal activities that happen on internet, and all this kind of communication. I think it's a wonderful initiative, and I must thank all of you all for inviting me and for holding such an impressive and a wonderful national webinar. And it would be nice if I can meet you all sometimes. I used to keep coming to Bangalore on and off because I used to be General Secretary in charge of Bangalore. But apparently, now that I am in Maharashtra, Bangalore doesn't remember me. And in a way, you guys would be communicating and we would be in touch with each other. Anything for me, let me
Welcome.
know. And thank you so much.
Welcome, madam. Next time when you come, please tell us. We will receive you and we will have discussion on communication or any other subjects. In fact, I was the communication advisor to the then Chief Minister, Mr. S. Krishna, during his when he was CM. I used to be his communication advisor of the government.
That's nice. So the world is
Yeah.
small. Yes.
Yeah, world is very small.
Yes.
Thank you
Let
so
us
much,
meet
ma'am.
up in due course.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I request Mr. Harshvardhan Pawar sir, Chairman of PRCI Amravati chapter, to share the outline of today's national webinar on the topic International Communication 2020. Internal Communication 2020.
Honorable Minister Yashomati Thakur, all expert speakers, respected dignitaries from PRCI Governing Council, National Zonal Chapter Executives, YCC students, and all my dear communication professionals. Hello and welcome to today's national webinar on internal communication Trends 2020, hosted by PRCI Amravati chapter. Thank you for taking time out and being here today. In last some years, the way people communicate has changed dramatically. COVID-19 pandemic in this year also affected ways of communication. Internal communication in many ways is the lifeblood of the organizations in all sectors. It keeps everyone informed and engaged so one can focus on achieving the goals of the organization. Effective internal communication can transform an organization if done with skills and changing technology. Communication is expected to happen in the tap of a button and on the go. But how does that translate to internal communication? Some of the trends in internal communication may be continued use for digital platforms or remote work becomes the new normal. More targeted and real-time communication, more visuals and videos, less text. There is no doubt internal communication trend has changed in 2020 and also will keep grow and emerge in the next few years. And we for the one can't wait to see them as they release. So friends, today we are here to get great insights from stalwarts from the communication industry. I am sure today we all will get the valuable takeaways for the better internal communication from his national webinar organized by Amravati chapter. Welcome to all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now here is a little instructions to all of you. If you want to ask any question while speech or after speakers, you can ask question in a chat box. So make sure that you mention your name and to whom you are asking question.
I am aware that you all are excited to hear all our eminent speakers. So I am happy to introduce our today's first speaker, Mr. Sanjay Apte sir. Mr. Sanjay Apte is a senior acclaimed journalist and renowned author. He has authored 10 books. Mr. Sanjay Apte sir, currently he is a state editor of Delhi Divya Marathi and has worked earlier with many reputed media houses like Sam TV, Sakar, Crucible, Lokmat and Lok Satta as the editor. I request Mr. Sanjay Apte sir to give his talk on Internal Communication Trends 2020. So please welcome Mr. Sanjay Apte.
Yes.
I am just taking this opportunity to thank Mr. Sanjay Apte because he has really been writing a lot on my department and his writings are a real hit, and thank you so much Sanjay Dada for everything.
Yes, thank you Advocate Yashomati. We have started one serial with help of you people.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning to all. And I hope I am audible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you, Professor Jairam, Advocate Yashomati, Harshvardhan, and everybody. I'm very happy to be here with you all. Basically, it is a gathering of friends of my fraternity. When my beloved friend, an eminent poet in Marathi, District Information Officer of Amravati, Harshvardhan Pawar, asked me to join this national webinar, I was very happy for naturally two reasons. The first reason was it is related to my area of interest, as it is communication, internal communication, it is my area. And another reason was there are so many friends with me today, as Advocate Yeshomati is there, then Dr. Vijay Satokar, who is IMC regional director in Amravati, he is there. Dr. Alok Zatratkar is there. Abhijit Kamble, who I see as a ray of hope of Marathi television journalism, he is there. And naturally, my beloved friend Harshavardhan is there. Avinash is there. So all are friends and friends from fraternity. I should mention that though I am a student of mass communication basically, but I am not an academician, but I am a practitioner of communication. I will try to understand. I will try to put my understanding related to the subject. And remember one thing: it is an observation of a communication student. It is an observation of a journalist. It is an observation of a state head of one organization. So I try to put it in that way. I'm working in the field of communication and journalism from last, I think, 22 years. I edit a newspaper every day. I write there. I have written 10 books, as already told. I write on social media too. I deliver speeches. And so I'm very much in the business of communication. Though I'm editor of a print, I was editor of TV2. I was editor of Lokmat Digital. I have worked with All India Radio. And now, along with the print, we have our own FM radio channel also. While working with all these platforms, I find what is communication? So communication is an essence of democracy. Without communication, there isn't essence of democracy. It is an essence of basically human life. Without communication, there isn't human life existing. And after the COVID pandemic, communication has become much more important, crucial, as Advocate Yeshomati already told. Basically, artificial intelligence, digitization will change everything and will change even human life too. In this new world, there is possibility that the definition of communication would change in the coming time. In new world order, basically, I think what is there? So to understand issues, ideas and challenges of the new world, I think we should learn how communication is changing and how internal communication has been changed. As we know, the word communication has been derived from Latin word, the word that was communicare. So that means, which means to share, to make common. So common platform is prerequisite for communication. In that sense, what I think, equality is the prerequisite for communication. While talking about internal communication, the concept has been changed after globalization. Internal communication involves the transmission of information between different members of an organization. As we know, the Berlin Wall collapsed, and after that, globalization era was started. In India, we have opened doors for globalization in 1991. Concept of internal communication has been changed after that. This is the era of information explosion, as we know. This is the era of fake news explosions too. This is the era of TRP scams too. By talking about information, we should know these two terms in detail. First is misinformation and another is disinformation. So, as we know, Stalin is a pioneer of disinformation. Much earlier than Hitler or Dr. Goebbels, Stalin formed the Special Disinformation Office in 1923. These are the challenges in front of us while we are talking about internal communication, because there is always threat of miscommunication and discommunication. I was just reading a book written by Julia Ebner, Going Dark. This book talks about the challenge. In this 4G world, the real threat is of 4D. What is that 4D? There are 4D. First D, dismiss the opponents. Second D, distort the facts. Third D, distract from the central issue. And fourth, display the audience. So that is the real challenge, because communication is going to become vehicle for all these 4D, and that is the basic threat in front of us. Post-COVID world, which would be, I think, much more difficult in that sense. Modern understanding of internal communication is actually a different field. It includes journalism, it includes knowledge, it includes management, it includes public relations, media relations, marketing, human relations. It includes social psychology, sociology, philosophy, political science, and many things. So all disciplines includes term internal communication. I will share my personal experience. As in my organization, I am state editor. And while running the organization, we are working on core values of internal communication. And as Advocate Yashomati rightly told, after Corona pandemic, basically communication has been changed a lot. So while working on internal communication, we have designed some core values. That core values are GREAT. GREAT is G-R-E-A-T. GREAT. What is that? So G stand for ground connect. For communication, we should have ground connect. Ground connect is prerequisite for internal communication. You should know what is happening at ground zero. So ground connect is important, number one. Number two is R, that is result oriented. So what are the results? So result oriented is second thing. E is emotional connect. You have many things. You have all platforms. You have Facebook, WhatsApp, social media, one-to-one meeting, webinars, everything. But it would be mechanical if there isn't any emotional connect. So we should have human touch, emotional connect. That is third, emotional connect. That is very important. A is analytical approach. You should know what is happening, how is happening, what are the reasons. So basically, analysis, analytical approach is needed. And last is trend setter. We should do things like that. We are setting new trends. So these 5 things, GREAT, I think these core values we are applying in my organization. And I think I should share this with you because in my organization, these 5 core values are very much important and very much useful for us. So I'm just sharing this. These are basically core values that helped us in the tough time of Corona pandemic. In this long tough time also, our team was working like warriors, as we know, because newspaper was there in Corona times also. Edit team was busy in content generation. A printing team was not able to work from home or like that. So they at the plant, they were working in the plant every night, not only day, in the night also. Circulation team was there on the roads to circulate newspapers. Ad sales team was trying for their business, which has been decreased. So in this situation, internal communication was very important. And I think these 5 core values was our key for our success. Basically, we have WhatsApp groups, we have in-house journals, we conduct town hall meetings too, we conduct Zoom meetings. So there are so many platforms we are working on. Sometimes we conduct hierarchy-wise meetings. See, what happens is sometimes we have to take a vertical-wise meeting, basically all editors meeting, then circulation heads meeting, and sometimes town hall meeting or mass communications. Because when I am thinking one thing, for example, in my Bhaskar group, there is our philosophy that Kendra mein Pathak. So reader is there at the center. Kendra mein Pathak is our philosophy. Another philosophy is Sahi ko sahi, galat ko galat kehna chahiye. What is wrong, you should tell it that is wrong, and what is right, you should say that it is right. So this is my philosophy of Bhaskar as a newspaper. Bhaskar is national level newspaper, as we know, and it is #1 newspaper as far as circulation is concerned in India, and it is #3 newspaper in the world as far as circulation is concerned. So it is very big, huge newspaper. But this is my philosophy. But this philosophy, suppose my national editor communicate it with me, but when it will go down the line, then it will be useful. So what you are thinking as your philosophy of an organization, you should communicate to down the line is major task. And so I think that was very important. Sometimes we prefer mass meetings. One-on-one communication is also needed. I think my learning I'll share with you, because what is my learning while working with this organization or previous organizations as an editor, as head of the organization. I think talking is important, but listening is more important than talking. So we should listen in internal communication. That is also needed. There should be space for debate and different thoughts too. Hey, remember one thing, as Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says, and I quote, if I do not agree with your point, I will use my intellect to refute it, but I will risk my life for you to be able to make your point. So there should be space for debate. There should be space for another thought. As we know, Google is a successful organization. But why Google is successful? Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, once told about his success of Google. He told that why Google is successful, because every year Google arrange one conference of all employees working there, and they share their failure stories. They share their failure stories. So failure stories are so important, because after that we could understand, yes, why they fail and how we are how we should go ahead. So I think basically there should be space for debate. There should be space for another thought. Suppose I am an officer, but in case, so today is Navratra, and Navratra has been started in Maharashtra, and today's newspaper was very important. So I was thinking, what should be on the front page? Which photo should be on the front page? What experiment I should do in my header? So suppose my line is different, but when I talk with another person, when I talk with my like another thought should come, and that would be more important, that would be better than mine. Please mute your mic. So there should be space for debate. There should be space for another thought. That is what I think. And for me, as I am sharing my learning, for me, emotional connect is very much important. It is the key of the communication, as I told. Basically, to conclude, I will say that we have many platforms to communicate, as I have told. We have town hall meetings, we have Facebook, WhatsApp groups, we have webinars like this. We have so many platforms. But as I have told, GREAT is the key. Again, I am sharing this GREAT, G-R-E-A-T, ground connect, result oriented, emotional touch and emotional connect, analytical approach, and basically trend setter approach. So these core values are very much important. And as we know, Mahatma Gandhi is still known as communication guru, because he believed in these values. As Barack Obama said, be the change you believe in. So I think the communication should be with these values. Great values are very important, that as I have told, these are core values. And with this emotional connect, communication is possible. Without emotional connect, there isn't communication. Communication is not possible without emotional connect and without these core values. So to sum up, I'll use some Hindi lines. गैरों से कहा तुमने, गैरों से सुना तुमने, गैरों से कहा तुमने, गैरों से सुना तुमने, कभी हमसे कहा होता, कभी हमसे सुना होता. So that is the emotional connect. I think with that emotional connect, definitely we can go ahead with internal communication. And though there are so many challenges ahead, as after COVID pandemic, there are so many challenges as far as internal communication is concerned. But so also, I'm very much sure that we will overcome. And with these values, as I have shared, that these 5 values, 5 core values of internal communication, definitely we will overcome. We can go ahead. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you for inviting me here. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Harsha. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, it was an enlightening to hear Mr. Avte, sir. Thank you so much. Just make sure that you are mentioning the name whom you are asking the question, so we can ask question properly. Now it's time to invite our next speaker, Mr. Abhijit Kamble sir. Mr. Abhijit Kamble is working as a journalist for last 16 years. Currently, he is working as an output editor with the Zee Chovistas at Mumbai. He is till recently he has worked with the BBC World Service in Delhi, and earlier he had worked with the TV9, ETV, and Lokmat newspaper. I request Mr. Abhijit Kamble sir to share his views on changing trends in internal communication. Mr. Kamble sir.
Thank you. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me here. I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me, and that I got the opportunity to listen various speakers on the internal communication. I never thought that this is such an important topic where we can have the webinar. But now when I'm here and listening to different people, I just realize it's at most. Hi everyone. Yeah. Okay. I think I was on mute for some few seconds. Okay. So the internal communication for me, as Avtisa said, that as I'm also working in the media for last 16, 17 years, it has been a very important thing for me. And in the business of media, internal communication plays an important role, because the success and the failure of all the things, all our activities depends upon the how effectively we are communicating internally within our team, in our office, with our reporters and the entire network. As I have worked with the BBC for 2.5 years, it was a good opportunity for me to understand how any international organization is working on the internal communication, because BBC has a very great model of internal communication. And if we think about the success of the BBC, the internal communication has played a major role in their success. And that I realized when I started working with them. As work with the different organizations from India like TV9, Zee, and Lokmat and ETV, I starkly found the difference that there is a very different style of communication, different methods of the internal communication, and that really helps any organization. So in BBC, we found that the internal communication works mostly about empowering the each and every employee in your organization, keeping the communication very clear, strong communication, the healthy communication, that's another important thing, and taking into confidence each and every employee, each and every person that is working in the network. And the important thing is the very clear feedback, that is also important. And I think some of these things are still missing in some of the Indian corporates and Indian companies, and that we need to focus on. When I joined Zee Chovistas this year in the January, I found that the lots of things that I learned from the BBC that I can implement over here. I can practice these things here. And I found that in last 7-8 months, which were very challenging pandemic, I am able to implement these things, and that really helped me and the organization to have very strong communication in our team, and that also resulted in the success in the channel's TRP and other parameters also. First of all, I am working as a news channel as an output editor in the news channel. So we have to communicate a lot within our office, at our desk, the copy editors, the news anchors, and camera persons. And apart from this, we also have to communicate with the reporters and the stringers. Those are working in the entire state. So while working day-to-day basis with all of them, it is the continuous process for stronger and stronger communication. For each and every day, we think that how stronger we can be in the internal communication, because it plays a major. As we see, there are so many channels and so many Marathi news channels here, and the competition is very fierce. So in that case, if we have a strong internal communication, it really helps us to perform better than others. As Mr. Ashwadan Pawar said, that the digital platform is very important nowadays for any type of communication, and that is really playing a major role in our communication also. Earlier we used to, means if I remember the days of the ETV, like that is 10 years back or 12 years back, we used to communicate with our reporters via phone and SMS only. So now we have and then came the email, but email was not very instant messaging for, or the instant communication tool. So now we have the WhatsApp. Another thing I feel, that when we are communicating via WhatsApp, most of the people think that anything that is official, that should become on the mail, and WhatsApp is not considered as an official communication tool. But I think in the future we really have to think about considering the WhatsApp as a official communication.
Abhijit, sir?
Your voice is not audible.
Yeah, is it now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you, sir.
Can everyone put on the mute? Okay, thank you. So I was talking about WhatsApp communication, because if right now for more than 2-3 years, most of the communication in media also, that is on the WhatsApp. We are using it very extensively. The news is also coming from the WhatsApp, the visuals, the footage, that is also we are getting from the WhatsApp. But if I am communicating anything with my team, I want to give in a message to them, that I think the WhatsApp is better than email. Of course, email is official, that I should also use the email, but for the instant messaging, I have to use the WhatsApp. Another thing that I think is the internal communication is related with the democratization of any organization, because we have grown up in most of the societies, means we are not very democratized, and we think that any information that we need to share with any person, that is my prerogative, and I can just give the instruction and you not communicate with the people. So most of the time we find in most of the companies that the senior authorities or the senior officers just don't get into the internal communication, just keep on dictating the things. So I think that's a major hurdle in internal communication, and it really doesn't help the organization, and it also affect the morale of the team, because the team think that they are neglected in case of the communication. So for everyone, those who are working at the senior position in any corporate or in a media organization, they should really think about the stronger communication, taking the team into confidence for the communication. That is very important, I think, and that is missing. The another thing is the healthy feedback. So that is very important in the internal communication. We don't have the culture evolved into most of the companies where healthy feedback is given. If I tell anyone that, yeah, this could have, and it could have been done in such a way, so the person get offended, because most of the time the tone, the style of my communication is not very proper. So that I think everyone has to work on. The person who are working in the senior position, they have to work on the tone and the style, and they have to take into confidence to the other people, their colleagues. So colleagues, if you are going to give any feedback to him or her, uh, he or she can take the feedback very positively, because giving feedback to any person, team member, is very important to enhance your work, and this also helps to create a very healthy culture in your organization. So I think this feedback is also very important, that I learned in the BBC, that after every day's work, or after any important event, we used to sit and discuss how we did it, what could have been better. And at that time, the feedback is given to the every person, every stakeholder, that this could have been done in such a way, and it used to be taken very positively, and that we have to work on. And that's why I think in all our organization, internal communication should be explained to everyone, that internal communication is very important for your performance and for your work also. And most importantly, and the last point I want to share, that internal communication help us to make the place a better place for work. Be- because it makes the environment of the office very healthy one. Most of the people will work without stress if there is a stronger internal communication, and that's why I think this culture has to be evolved. And I think those who are working at the senior, they should take lead in this case. So this is what I wanted to share. I think it could have been means a good thoughts from me that will help you. And rather than this, I would like to listen all of you. So the things I can listen from you will help me in my work also. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really insightful sharing from Mr. Abhijit Kamre, sir. Just a small reminder for you all. Those who want to ask the questions, please ask in chat box. Friends, to understand and have a look of the facts of our today's topic, we have the very eminent academician with us, Mr. Vijay Satokar, sir. Mr. Vijay Satokar is director of prestigious institution, the Indian Institute of Mass Communication, that is IIMC at Amravati. He has worked with Press Trust of India, and his last position was editorial consultant at Delhi. He was posted as the foreign correspondent in Kabul, Afghanistan, and in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Please welcome the veteran journalist and academician, Mr. Vijay Satokar, sir. I request to share his perspective about internal communication trends 2020. Mr. Vijay Satokar, sir, please.
नमस्कार आप सबको. I hope I am audible. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister Yoshimati Ji Thakur, my friends of Public Relations Council of India, Harshvardhan, Vilas Nandurkar, and yes, Avinash. I am seeing Avinash and all others. Thank you very much, Harshvardhan Ji, PR Council, for organizing this webinar on a subject which is, I mean, to say, I mean, put it very simply, bit confusing, a lot more interesting. Confusing because all veteran mass communicators, right from Minister Madam Thakur to Sanjay Ji Avde to Shri Kamre, and all of you members of PR Council of India and who are experts in external communication, mass communication. And today not only internal communication, but internal communication trains 2020. I think Mr. Jairam rightly, while inaugurating, articulating the webinar open, touched upon the basic communication that begins at home. And that is internal communication, I suppose. And he was very right that even if you want a cup of coffee or a cup of tea at home, a lot depends on how you ask your child, your wife, or maybe the house help. So friends, firstly, thank you again, PR Council of India. The trends, if we are talking, and reference was made to the pandemic, which was locked up in our houses. One thing I kept asking my students remotely, my colleagues in IIMC, has the lockdown resulted in any of us talking? I'm not talking of communication. Have we started talking to each other more at home? Or is it really WhatsApp? We tried to conduct a survey, a small little survey on the reading habits or communication habits of people during the pandemic. One thing I would like to mention here for communication, a healthy internal communication that Jairam rightly said begins at home only can result in a healthy communication, external mass communication. I would like to narrate a small story here. It says that a person would say good morning to his wife, not in India, a foreign country. That day he was in a bad mood. He did say good morning to his wife. So she was angry and he didn't get his cup of tea. When he stepped out, he went to the lift and didn't say good morning to the liftman. The liftman was angry. Liftman was angry, so when the next person came, he didn't greet the next person. The next person was angry. This chain reaction of people getting upset one after another led to spoiling of the tree in some manner of not something like this. This happens share with my students always, which is the basic rule of communication. When you communicate, the objective of a communicator is to see that the message is understood by the receiver. What I do more emphasis on what the cardinal rule is more emphasis. Even if the message is not understood, it is okay. Plus, please ensure that the message is not misunderstood. My dear friends, it's a long discussion. In fact, we can talk endlessly about
Satoka sir, unmute.
Unmute.
We can't hear you.
You have muted yourself, sir. Please unmute.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. I don't know why that again is a communication problem, I suppose. Yes. One should not mute oneself. So when it coming to internal communication trends, again, I mean, Sanjay ji was really great when he talked about the rules applying GREAT. Liji also mentioned about the importance of internal communication. I would like really to be briefly to be very honest that healthy communication within the departments, especially PR. I mean, we are all PR people, veterans people, but a healthy internal communication is the key to healthy mass communication. That is one rule, and the need to talk, one-to-one talk, rather than on paper or on WhatsApp is something which I suppose delivers the message correctly. And thanks again. I think we have been listening to all veterans and look forward to any questions if you have.
Thank you, Satokar sir. After listening to all the three erudite speakers and understanding the various aspects of changing trends in internal communication, you must be more curious to interact with the speakers. So leave your question in a chat box. We have some questions here.
First question is for Avinash sir. Should we treat communication as a business in the present context?
Avinash sir.
This question is for Avinash sir. Avinash Kamre sir.
Please unmute yourself.
Abhijit.
Yeah.
Not Abhinash.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can you
It's
please?
Abhijit.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's Abhijit.
Yeah. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you
question
repeat
is,
the question, please?
should we treat communication as a business in the present context?
Your voice is cracking.
Once again, should we treat
Excuse me?
communication as a business in the present context?
Yeah, of course, it's a business in the present context, because in every field, communication is so important. Because if we see the growth of every field in last 20 years, communication has played a very major role in everything. And if we look at the social media, the WhatsApp, Twitter, everything is communication. So communication is of course a very big business thing, and for every product, for every service, communication is very important. So that's what I think. Yes, it is there.
Now the question is for Sanjay Avte sir. Prashant asked that, sir, as you say, the communication has been changed when we saw TRP scam and data scamming and all things which we are facing in these days. So why it's happening? Because our constitutions gives us the rights of privacy. Still we see like Arogya Setu app and all other data scam who are making us worse. So why don't court and any other media like you as a person talking about it? So why don't we do anything? Because those companies nowadays deciding what should we buy, what should we listen, what should we do, what should we see, and government is supporting them. So let me give you an example. Today I got 16 text messages from political leaders, and every SMS was the same, like Happy Navratri. So it's very dangerous for the rural area and India. What will you say about it, Mr. Avte sir?
Okay. I think basically social media, or as we are talking about communication, Facebook, WhatsApp, or everything. Basically, social media is vehicle for communication. That is true, but basically it is a business model. And remember one thing: that ownership of Facebook, ownership of WhatsApp, and ownership of Instagram is with the same person. So I think basically there is a business, and definitely, as I have told, dismiss the opponent, distort the facts, distract from the central issue, dismay the audience. These are major challenges in front of us. And what I think, as a citizen of India, suppose I'm a journalist, I'm an editor, forget that. But I'm a citizen of India. So we should fight for that, because for democracy, communication is essential thing. And for communication, there should be democratic space for everybody. So I think as a citizen of India, we should fight for that, because social media, Facebook, WhatsApp is definitely one business model also, and we should be aware about the threat.
Sir?
Next question is for all the speakers. The question is from Sanjay Hardas from Nagpur. All speakers are talking about corporate. What about small firms and associates?
So I am not talking about corporate or like that. Basically, though it is a small firm, or like, as Professor Jairam rightly told, we should begin it with home. Na? I mean, your internal communication is important to your wife also. If you have one thought, but you can't communicate with your wife or with your children, so there isn't any internal communication in the home. So I think I am not talking about the corporate only, whether it's corporate or whether it is a small firm or whether it is a home. Basically, internal communication is needed. That internal communication, as I have told, number one, emotional touch is very important at home also, at small firms also. Number two, as I have told and as Abhijit also told, that second thought is also very important. Suppose I am an officer, I am an editor. As I have told, while designing front page, I say that this is the headline of today. But suppose my junior staffer will say, no, sir, that would be the headline. But I should ask them, I should talk with them. That is the healthy environment, and probably that is also possible if some great idea will generate from this healthy discussion. So I think whether it is small firm, whether it is a big corporate office, there should be democratic space, there should be emotional connect, there should be all these values. So I am talking for all the organizations, from home to corporate house. Thank you.
Same question for Vijay Satokar, sir.
Well, very interesting question. He's talking. Nobody is not. In fact, is talking about corporate communication here. But as Sanjay ji rightly said, we are talking about communication that begins from home. Let me tell you one very, very frank thing. All of us are communicators. You know, right from the time a child learns to say a few words, it says, you know, in every family, you will realize one child is I can say in Marathi, liked by, or is able to convince his parents better than the other child. You know, so this is, and in these times when each one of us who is holding a smartphone and is able to communicate with but everybody or to the largest possible audience. So communication, it's look, the way you speak, the way you articulate, the way you choose your words. And let me be very frank with you, silence is again, these are the days of body language. Online also, when we are seeing each other, you know, these are the days of body language. These are the days of the pause. I'll digress here a little bit, and we have prime ministers. And as a reporter, let me correct my host that I am very little an accommodation, but more of a journalist. But let me tell you, a prime minister, wonderful orator like Vajpayee ji, there used to be pauses. Vajpayee would speak and there would be a pause. And the pauses were so pregnant. So communication is now for everyone has to learn, and whether it is at home, whether it is school, whether it is with friends, whether it is on WhatsApp, and corporate communication is something altogether different. In fact, we are not really. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Abhijit Kamble, sir, will you say something on this? Because this question is for all the speakers. Mr. Abhijit Kamble, sir. I guess.
Next question is also for him.
I will like to add one thing also.
Yes, sir.
Basically, though I have shared that, though I have talked that democratic space is needed. Suppose, as I have told, which should be the headline of tomorrow's newspaper. So I'll discuss with everybody. It would be democratic space, but remember one thing: that decision will be taken by me only, because that is also needed. Because I am responsible and I am answerable for the decision. So though there is democratic space, but there should be hierarchy, and decision will be taken by the boss only. But for that, discussion is needed, and after that, feedback is also needed. That is the only thing. Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. So next question is from Sundaram Pillai. So don't you feel the eye-to-eye contact is important in a internal communication? Sanjay sir.
Definitely, eye-to-eye contact is very much needed. As now we are talking in national webinar, so eye-to-eye contact is very much difficult nowadays. So I am trying to make eye-to-eye contact. But I think basically one-to-one communication, one-on-one communication is very much essential. Because what happened, as Abhijit told, as Jairam sir told, basically what happened ki, when I write to you, when I mail you, when I WhatsApp you, there is one thing that is okay. But to talk one-on-one communication is very influential, and that was the emotional connect I was talking with. When I am talking with you one-to-one, one-on-one, there is very much possibilities to solve many problems. So I think one-on-one communication, emotional connect, and eye-to-eye contact is needed when it is possible. When it is not possible, that is okay, because suppose as I have told, I am state editor, I sit in Aurangabad, and suppose somebody from my stranger is at Amravati. So eye-to-eye contact in internal communication is needed, but it is not possible to see him or eye-to-eye contact. In that case, I will mail. In that case, I will WhatsApp. In that case, I will Google Meet. Then I'll con call. But at the end, there should be emotional touch. Though not eye to eye, but emotional touch should be there. If I'll talk like an officer, and what is this going on? So it is not like that. So that is emotional touch is very much important. I will say eye to eye contact is essential, good, but it is not possible every time. That is the only thing.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, sir. So here our question and answer session ends.
So, dear friends, I am aware that you wish to interact more with the expert speaker, but due to time constraint, we need to conclude our today's webinar. I request Dr. Vilas Nandurkar, Vice Chairman of PRCI Amravati chapter, to propose the vote of thanks. So, Dr. Vilas Nandurkar, sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, before, can I intervene in between? Sorry, can I intervene?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah.
Avinash, sorry. Yeah,
Yes.
there are some people from Delhi. Our Annu from Delhi chapter, Annu Raina is there, and our national president, I think you have already mentioned, Mr. Vinay, Dr. Vinay Kumar is there. Dr. Lata from Bangalore chapter chairperson, she is also there. And I saw Nitin, our joint secretary from the central, he is also there. And it's a really national webinar where most of the people from various places, they have come, attended. It was a nice webinar. If you go on, there is no end for internal communications. See, suppose sometimes, I have been working with a government company for as a director, as a chief PR person and all that for more than 30 plus years. I know how internal communication downward and upward will go smoothly, and how difficult it is for some time. The reason is sometimes it depends upon the behavior of a person. If you get a managing director who is a good public relations manager, everything will go smoothly. I'll give you an example. One of my managing directors is very tough, but is a very good worker, hard working chap. Once he puts a tour notice to the projects, everything would be in order. See, that communication, I'm just telling you, nothing, he will not speak to anyone. He will put one order that I am coming to this project tomorrow morning. So everything will be in order. So that kind of communication also very necessary for top brasses. and you'll have to know the pulse of the people, and from down earth, from the peon to the managing director or the director in all levels. Then only you can work, and a better communication in internal communication. Normally, the very moment when you get into the corporate jungle, whatever you say, you must learn to understand the people, your neighbors, in the sense your people who are working around you. You have to learn them first, their behavior. How can I move with them? Certain things are very necessary for internal communication. Then only the flow of communication will be all right, and you can work very nicely with the, all corners, all levels. That is very important, knowing each other, and knowing their behavior, knowing their whereabouts, everything. Even if you go to their houses also, sometimes how to behave with the children, how to behave with your colleagues, all this important in the internal communications. I just thought, let me tell you this before you conclude. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Jairam sir. Dr. Vilas Nandurkar, Deputy Chairman of this chapter. I propose a vote of thanks. I am very much thankful to Honorable Guardian Minister of Amravati, Advocate Yeshomati Tai Thakur, who inaugurated this national webinar and guide us. I would like to thanks to Honorable State Editor Delhi Divya Marathi, Sri Sanjay Ji Avte sir, also IMC Director Dr. Vijay Satukar sir, also Professor Jairam sir, also Editor Abhijit Kamble sir, who guide us and threw light on the internal communication trends 2020, new parameters in COVID also. I am also very much thankful to Avinash Gavi sir, Harshodhan Pawar sir, then Dr. T. Vinay Kumar sir, Dr. Lata T.S. Sundaram Pillai sir, Dr. Alok Jatratkar, Honorable Sukanda ma'am, Annu Raina ma'am, Rao madam, all dignitaries, our Rajesh Bobde sir, then Putti sir, also PRCI Governing Council, Zonal 1 Chapter Executive, and YCC students, all communication professionals. Thank you very much. You participate in this program and guide us. I'm also thankful to all our members, to Avinash Gavi sir, and also our members who took Satukar sir, IMC Director of Satukar sir, who took efforts to organize successful this program. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to Team Amravati.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yes, thank you, Harshavardhan.
Thank you.
And I'm waiting for the link. I'm waiting for the link, video link.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, thank you.
We'll send it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.